So hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we will be implementing Firebase cloud messaging into a Flutter application. What is cloud messaging? Basically, we will send a notification to the specific device from the server. So we are continuing the series. In the last video, we saw how we can use Firebase Firestore as a real-time database. So in this video, we will learn about FCM. Later, I added two more videos to this. In the video, I will be showing you how you can get the SHA keys. After that, how you can implement the Firebase Google sign-in. So to get the SHA keys are must for the Google sign-in. So in the later videos, we will see that. So onto the console, create a project. You already know how to create a project into the Firebase. So let's just click on continue, 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 and just select an default account, create. Great. Now the project is ready. So just go to the project. After opening the project, go to the Android Studio. And I opened the project. Like I already created one project. So go to terminal. In the terminal, we will now connect the Firebase with our project. So I will be using the FlutterFire CLI method. In the previous videos, I already taught you how to do this. So let's just so it's done. Now we always get one warning in which is the pub install executable into the following path which is not on your path. So basically we have to set up the path over here. So let's just set the path. So over here we have to paste the following bit path. So let's just enter the bit path and click on enter. After clicking on this, you may write the FlutterFire configure to set up the Firebase. So it will fetch the available Firebase projects. So the one which we created is PKFCM right now. So let's go to that and click on enter and select the following platform for which you have to make this application. I just want to make it for Android. Click on enter. It will fetch the required documents and will add it. So now the app is connected. Let's just clear the screen. And now we will be adding the packages which will be required. We will require two packages. First one is Firebase underscore core and the second message is Firebase underscore messaging. After downloading, just write flutter get. So it's done. And over here, this write widgets. So now, after that, we have to write Firebase dot Firebase dot initialize app. Into the parameters we will pass the options. In the options we will pass the default Firebase option. After that we will pass the current platform. So it's also done. Now what we are going to add is a wait keyword to make the method busing. So it's done. Now let's just run the application. Now you can see that the app is run successfully, which means the app Firebase is connected. So let's now go to another file which we call Firebase message. Let's name it Firebase message. And over here, we will create one message variable called message service equals to. This will be the instance of the Firebase messaging class. Later, we will make one method name init FCM. Let's just make this method await, and over here we'll write the message service. Okay, let's just remove this for now. Write message service dot request permissions. Okay. Then we will store the token. Let's just get the token from the message service. Now print the token. Now this message service may take some time to request the permission as well as to get the token. So now it's done. So now you can see that this will receive the this will give us the notification token. After that, what we are going to do next? In the next step, we are going to use Firebase messaging dot on background message, and we have to pass a top level function. And what is top level function? This is a function which we define outside the class. Okay, so over here we will write handle notification. Then it will take one method remote message extends. Then this much is done. So now this the handle notification is ready. So over here just pass the handle notification, and it's giving us the error because we didn't edit the void. And add async over here. After adding the async, you may see that we required the future. So now the error is gone. Okay, so we will also do one thing, which is Firebase messaging on message dot listen. We will do the same handle notification. Now we will do that thing later. So in the main file, after the initialization of the Firebase, we will use Firebase message class to call the init FCM method. So by this we will get the following things. Let's just click on run. Click on running devices. So now you can see our app is run. So as you can see, we are printing the token. So let's go to the dart and let's just go to the end and let's just spot restart once. Now you can see the token is pasted over here. So this is the token. So let's just copy it. And now go to the Firebase console. So after coming onto the console, you have to go to run, and over here you can see the messaging. Just go to messaging. After going to messaging, click create your first campaign, select the Firebase notification, click create. Now just enter any title whatever you want. Programming knowledge. And you can put any text. You can write hello users and just click on send test message. After that, the token which you copied over there, just paste it over here. Click on add and just click on test. Then go to the running emulator. And now you can see the message, the Flutter notification is sent from the server side. If you want, you may click and open the application. Now you can also add image if you want. So as you can see, there is some. So now what you can do, you can use the email whose size is up to 300 KB, and you can Also enter the optional name, like I am saying new video available. So this is the notification name. Just click on send test message again, and let's just the user watch a new video. Okay, now click on send test message. Click on this and then test it. So after testing it, go to the emulator and you may see that there is two notification now. First one which we sent earlier, and this one which we just sent it now. So now you can see it is running. So now you understood how we can send the notification from the server side. Now the another thing, what is this? These are the test messages. Okay, so after that click on next. Over here you can select the app, so we want to send for this app. After that click on next. You can also schedule the date when you want to send the message, so just click on that, or you can select the custom, whatever you like. After that click on next. If you want to, like, this is the analytics, you don't have to pay so much attention on that, and just click on next and click on review. After clicking on review, click on publish. So this campaign will send this message to all the existing user, onto the, like, all the user which are connected to our app. Okay, so whoever is connected to our app or whoever installed the app will get the message. So let's open the emulator and see, did we got or not. So there is one notification, and now you can see that the message is over there. Just click on that to open the Flutter page, and now you can see it's also working. So this is how we can implement the Firebase cloud messaging into a Flutter application. So that's it for today's video. Thank you.